Pilot noticed a strange object on Mount Hood, but when he landed, he was shocked. Pilot Jameson was flying his regular route over Mount Hood when he saw something strange near the top. It didn't belong there, but he couldn't tell what it was, so he called the police. At first, they didn't want to go, but he talked them into meeting him at the hospital's helicopter pad in an hour. Jameson landed fast and met the officers. Together, they flew to the mountain. The wind made it hard to land, but they managed. They got out and looked around. At first, everything looked normal. Then they started searching carefully, checking rocks and edges. Just when they were ready to give up, they found fresh footprints in the snow. Someone had been there recently. The tracks led away from the spot. As they followed them, they found something no one would believe. There was a hidden tunnel under the snow and rocks. Jameson and the officers stood around it, unsure of what they would find. The entrance was small and dark. They turned on their flashlights and stepped inside. The light showed a narrow path ahead. The air was cold and heavy. The ground was rough and they had to walk carefully. As they went deeper, the tunnel got darker and tighter. They moved slowly, shining their flashlights on the walls. Then, they started seeing things. There were food wrappers on the ground and a torn piece of cloth hanging from a sharp rock. It was clear someone had been here not long ago. The team grew more serious. Some officers began to worry. They talked about turning back. It was risky and they didn't know what was waiting ahead. But others wanted to keep going. Jameson didn't want to stop. He believed someone needed help. They walked further until the tunnel split in two. There were two paths, both leading into darkness. After talking it over, they decided to split into two teams. That way, they could search both paths at the same time. Jameson led one team down the right side. The tunnel became even more narrow. They had to walk in single file, one behind the other. It was quiet except for the sound of their footsteps and water dripping from the ceiling. Everyone stayed alert. Then, Jameson saw something. In the corner of the tunnel, against the wall, someone was lying down. He held up his hand and signaled the others to stop. They rushed over. It was a man. He looked cold and weak, but he was breathing. Jameson quickly took out a thermal blanket and wrapped it around the man. Someone gave him water. The man opened his eyes slowly. In a quiet voice, he explained what had happened. He said he was a climber. On his way back down the mountain, he hurt his leg and couldn't walk. He had crawled into the tunnel to find shelter. He said he thought no one would ever find him. Jameson knew they had to move fast. He helped the others carry the man through the narrow, dangerous tunnel. It was hard. The path was tight, and they had to move carefully. But after hours of slow progress, they finally made it out. The climber was safe. Jameson had followed his instincts, and it saved a life.